Okay, so now let's proceed looking on the another structure which is found within the within the animal cell. And in the previous part, we tried to see the lysosome. So we have seen, we terminated by seeing the function of the rhizosome that is responsible for breaking down the old cell. So now let's see another part or another structure which is found within the animal cell, that is called the microtubules or microfilaments. So another part ambayo inapatikana within the animal cell inaitwa microtubules au tunaweza tukaita microfilament. Sasa hii microfilament au microtubules inakuwa inafanya kazi gani ndani ya animal cell? And simply here we can say that these microtubules are long structure found in the cytoplasm. They are it is just like its words here. It say that tubules. They are tubules. They are long structure, or they are long tubules which are found within the cytoplasm. These are responsible for all cell movements, and they provide they provide the cell with the cytoskeleton support. So the role of these microtubules and the microfilament, they are responsible for cell-to-cell movement, but also it helps in the support, or it provides support whereby it tends to secrete the cytoskeleton, or to provide the cytoskeleton within a cell. And the role of skeleton, is for support. So these microtubules and the microfilaments, they are there for that role. But also, now let's see the generalized structure of animal cells as seen under the electron microscope. So we have seen the definitions of each part. So now let's see what is this animal cell. This is how it looks like. So now you can see within the animal cell, we have the outer part. This one, the outer part. The outer part of a cell, it is called the cell surface membrane. So now you can see the cell surface membrane. We have seen that it is selective permeable. That is, it allows material to enter in, and also it allows material to get out of the cell. So now let's start from the material that are found within this animal cell. So now you can see we have the exocytosis of the skeletal, secretory product. So this one is exocytosis. We're going to see what is this exocytosis. So here is just its observation. And also now you can see this one is the secretory vesicles or the secretory granules. This one, this black, it is called the secretory granules. So now another part which is found within this animal cell, now we can see we have this Golgi vesicles. This one is just like a pores. Kuna hivi vitundu vidogo vidogo. Ndivyo ambavyo tunaviita ni Golgi vesicles. But also now you can see we have this Golgi apparatus, and also we have this and also in the Golgi apparatus, we have seen that the function of Golgi apparatus is for the formation of the rhizosome. So you can see the main function of this Golgi apparatus is for formation of this lysosome. And we have seen the function of lysosome is it is there for breaking down all the cells. But also we have mitochondria that act as a powerhouse of a cell by providing energy in form of ATP. We have rough endoplasmic reticulum that is associated with the ribosome. And also now here you can see we have the cytoplasm. This one, the hull, this one yellow in color, all that is found within the cell. Hii yote tunaita ni cytoplasm. So ukija kwenye structure ya nucleus. So now ukiangalia kwenye hii structure ya nucleus, unaona kabisa ndani ya hii nucleus kuna nuclear envelope hii hapa ya nje kabisa, brown in color. So now you can see this one is a nuclear envelope. But also we have another structure within that nuclear envelope, that is a nuclear pore. nuclear pore. This one is called a nuclear pore. Hivi vidogo vidogo hapa tunaviita ni nuclear pore. Also we have the nucleolus. This is central part. This is purple in color. So now you can see this purple in color, it is called the nucleolus. But also we have another part that is it is found over here, that is heterochromatin. This one they just like a black that is found within the nucleolus or within the nucleus. So it is called heterochromatin. So this one, it is heterochromatin. Also we have this part which is called a euchromatins. So all of this part ndiyo ambayo inatengeneza hii structure ambayo tunaita ni nucleus. So that is all about that structure. But also apart from that, we have seen that we have also another structure. Now you can see these free ribosomes. We have the two centrioles. This one is centrioles. And we have free ribosome, lysosome, microtubules. This one are the microtubules. So also now let's see another thing here. So my student, that's become the end of the animal cells. So your task now, my student, this become the exercise 2. Make sure that you perform these questions. Hakikisha unafanya hili swali na rafiki yako, mna discuss compare and contrast plant cells and the animal cells, since we have already seen the structure of the plant cell and also the animal cell. So your role here is just to compare. Unaringanisha pia the contrast, kivipi inatofautiana na plant cell na animal cell. So that is you have to perform this question with your neighbor. So now let's see another thing. So now let's see the structure and functioning of the cell. Since we have seen the plant cell and the animal cell, so now let's to generalize kwa ujumla. So the structure and functions of the cell. So in general, a cell consists of the cell membrane, the nucleus, and the cytoplasm. This is the general structure now of a cell. When we are talking about plant cell or animal cell, all of them, they consist of these 3 parts. So the first part, it is called cell membrane, nucleus together with the cytoplasm. So now tukija tukianza na ile membrane ya nje kabisa ambayo tunaita plasma membrane. So what is that plasma membrane? So when we say plasma membrane, this plasma membrane, this is also called the plasmalemma, or it can be called as the cell wall. So don't be surprised kama akikuuliza what is plasmalemma. So the same as the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. So this plasmalemma surrounds most of the cell organelles, separate the contents of the cell from the external environment and control the exchange of material. So we have already seen the function of this plasmalemma, that is ina separate ile mazingira ya seli ya ndani na mazingira ya nje. Pia tumesema ndani ya hii plasma membrane inasaidia control exchange of material. If there is needed material within the cell, this plasmalemma will work upon it so that it can enter by different processes, either exocytosis, endocytosis, pinocytosis, and so on. Those processes, they are taking place under the plasmalemma. So in animal cell, plasma membrane is the outermost layer, whereas in a plant cells, it is located beneath the cell wall. Kwa ukiangalia kuna tofauti mkubwa sana kati ya cell membrane ambayo inapatikana ndani ya animal cell na kwenye plant cell. So kwenye plant cell tuliona kabisa inapatikana beneath the hii plant cell inapatikana beneath the cell wall. So after the cell wall is where now you can see the structure ambayo tunaita hiyo plasma membrane or plasmalemma, or you can call it cell wall. So my students, after seeing all of that plasmalemma or the generalized structure that we have seen or that we introduce, that is a plasma membrane. So I would like to invite you in the next session whereby we will going to see what is this plasmalemma, what does the content which made plasmalemma, and so on. So you will understand what is plasmalemma. So you're going to see one after another. After plasmalemma or the plasma membrane or the cell membrane, next is cytoplasm. We're going to discuss it in general, and thereby we're going to conclude by looking on the nucleus. So by saying so, thank you for following us, Educare TZ. Bye bye. Have a nice moment.